Hello, 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 and thank you for joining me today. Today, instead of a Nene moment, today I'm going to have Sundays with Nay. Okay? And what Sunday with Nay is just simply me sharing some Bible scriptures um, and just giving you how it resonates with me and what I interpret from the scripture and what I'm going to try to do to apply the steps to not get the negative from life, but to try to get the positive from life. They say that, well, I say it too, but the Bible is an instructional guide. And if we open up our hearts to receive the instructions and the guidance, then we will prevent ourselves from enduring a lot of hurt and pain, I just feel. And so today, what today is going to be about is being prepared and unprepared. Okay, and the story I would like to talk to you is about is Matthew's 25, and it talks about 5 women being foolish and 5 women being wise. And the 5 women that were foolish, they was going off to go to the bridegroom to, get married off. They're virgins, they're going to get married. They had to go to this party so they can be seen so he can pick amongst them. Okay? The 5 foolish women, we just know that we just thebomb.com. Okay, girl, all I gotta do is just be cute. We ain't worried about nothing else. Ain't preparing for the journey. Haven't thought about what we need for the journey. We did not set ourselves up completely to be ready for the journey. We just got dialed up because we know once you see me, you gonna want me. So we think all our worries gonna be just cast away, and we don't sit up here and attack the things that we have to address before we get to our dreams being taken away. So the 5 foolish women did not prepare for the journey. They had to carry lamps, and they did not bring oil for their lamps. Okay? So along the journey, as they was going, guess what? They ran out of oil. They ran out of oil for their lamps. And so just like natural, the wise women, they prepared for their journey. So the foolish women had to ask the wise women, can you share some of your oil with me so we can make it? And the wise had to say, no, I can't, but you can go purchase you some at the market or at the store. You can go purchase you some. Because if I give what I have to you, what I prepare for my journey to you, then I would not have enough to finish my journey. So I will give you the resources that help me prepare myself so you can go get prepared as well. That is, in my mind, how the world is literally supposed to work. But me, I know several times I have found myself in positions to where I am an impulse person. If I feel a strong emotion about something right now, I take actions and I worry about figuring out later. Okay? I'm impulsive, I move, and sometimes I become like the foolish woman and I do not prepare, to where along that journey of me not preparing, I need assistance. So I have to go ask someone who is wise, that has prepared for their journey, and hope that they have enough to share with me. But then once they tell me no, instead of feeling rejected and like, they sit up here, they know they can help me. I could have helped myself if I just would have took the time. How can I sit up here and twist my neck and look at them in some type of way because they didn't want to help me because I didn't prepare? Okay? So I said that because literally, like, everyone had known I was displaced, me and my children, for almost a year. And like I said, I got tired of working at the Internal Revenue. I got tired of them shutting down the government. And this last time that they shut down the government, it was a little bit too much, to where I was not at peace as I was the 20 years that I worked there and when they would lay me out. That's the reason why I never signed up seasonal, because I enjoy that free vacation. You know what I'm saying? I'm working a portion of the year, then the rest of the year I'm off until the next year, to where I can have time to recuperate and prepare for the next year. I enjoy that. But while I was in that phase, you know, everything was covered. You get laid off, you get unemployment. I still was not able to get food stamps because I made too much, but I still had too much income coming in. So I still was not able to get food stamps. But once they shut down the government, and we had to go through all these, and there's videos about the layoff and things like that, but we had to go through so much stuff to where I did not feel comfortable, to the point to where when they called us back in January and they was not willing to pay us until whenever, that became too much for me. Not only did they not cover me while they shut down the government, but then they wanted to come back and pay me later for the services that I was rendering now. And that was not an option for me. So I started to feel unappreciated. And while I was feeling unappreciated, I decided to resign. But on top of resigning, I did not plan what's next. For 20 years of working there, I knew I had to work to make money, to provide for me and my family and things like that. And I guess because everything just always seemed to flow so naturally from the time I was a kid, and I would go get me a job. I would work for about 3 weeks to a month, and I would call my mama, "Mama, I can't do it. I don't want to work here. I don't like them." And she'd be like, "Come on home, baby girl. We'll figure it out." And it seemed like I carried that throughout my rest of my life. Anytime something didn't sit well with me, I hold on. No, I don't want to do this. I ain't going to do this. And I bounce out, and everything tend to work out. You know, may I have to take extra steps to do X, Y, and Z, but I never had to hit the rock bottom or in between like I did when I resigned from my job and I put in my 30-day notice at my apartment to leave. I just knew that everything that I was planning in my head was going to just manifest or just come, like, because that's how usually things happen for me. But what I realized the thing was is I always had money coming in. I was working a 9 to 5. You know, this time I just let go of everything. Didn't plan. I plan by investing in programs to learn different things for me to go on this journey, to be self-employed and live on my own. But I did not prepare the housing situation and how the revolving money was going to come in if I did not have all the money up front to just buy my house for cash. I had enough money I prepared myself before I resigned enough I didn't have a car payment. The only bill that I was paying once I resigned from my job and moved out of my apartment was my car insurance and our cell phone bills. So then when I received my separation package from them or whatever, on top of the money that I had saved during that time, and then the money that I had, you know, accrued with them, it was enough to keep me covered. That's the reason why in my videos you would hear me say that I can pay 2, 3, 4 months in advance. I even had enough money where I could pay a whole year in advance, but wasn't no one looking at what you can pay up front. They wanted to see it in black and white of the revolving income coming in to secure their investment. And I totally understood that. And so me not preparing that aspect of it, I kept me and my kids displaced for almost a year. And so now that everything is falling back into place, I had to take steps to get there. But when you go from one extreme to the next extreme, just know that it's preparing of the mind, it's preparing of the actions, and it's preparing of things that you have to do to prepare yourself for the journey that you're going on. So if I can encourage you with anything today, always try to prepare, okay? Any type of preparation will prepare you to not just totally be blindsided or lost. We never want to be lost in the things that we do. So I just always encourage you to just prepare. Okay, so prepare. Don't be like I was foolish. Be wise. Take the action. Take the time to do a little research to find out what you need to do to prepare for the journey that you are embarking upon. And that's another reason why I want to start my Sundays, having Sundays with Nay, so I can share scriptures with you to and also share tips and tools with you to help get your mind there. Get your mind there, because the way that we have grown up and the way that we work and things like that, we have learned things that actually keep us stuck instead of allowing us freedom to be unstuck. Okay, and so that's the reason why I wanted to share this moment with Nay, Sunday with Nay, to tell you to share with you, to encourage you, and to also do that boomerang effect thing that I like doing, throw it out there and it hits me right back. To every day take active steps towards your ultimate goal. Respect the process. But just know that you have to prepare, because if you do not prepare, you would be like the foolish and you would end up falling up on hard times to where you have to ask someone else. And when you have to ask someone else, then most likely, if they are not able to do it, because we're in need, we're not looking at their issue, their situation, or what they have going on. We just took that as we took it as rejection, just simply because in our mind they were supposed to help us. But just like we got ourselves in a pickle, other people get themselves in a pickle too. So when they say no to us, don't take it so much as rejection. Just simply know that just like you were in a tough situation, they may be in one too. Okay? Never assume for nobody. When they say no, just accept it as a no. Say thank you, give them a hug and a kiss. Thank you. And keep it pushing. But just know, always prepare for your steps. So then you would not have to ask foolishly of someone wise to end up feeling rejected. Okay? So prepare. And the scripture that it was coming from was literally Matthew 25:2. And I think it goes clear down to like... Okay, goes down to like verse 10. Talking about the foolish women and the women that prepare, the wise and the foolish, and how you would cause unnecessary heartache and pain to come along your journey with you if you fail to prepare. So I would like to encourage you today, just simply prepare. I love you and I thank you. If this video helped you in any type of way, please like, subscribe, and share. And this is Sundays with Nay. And it will be based on Bible scriptures and just what those Bible scriptures meant to me. And I will share a little story of my life, of how I feel like that Bible scripture was speaking to my situation or my story. So once again, I say thank you. I love you for joining me. I hope you go on this journey with me of healing the mind as well as preparing for the action. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, let's not be foolish. Let's always be wise. We have more than enough information given to us to prepare ourselves for any journey we decide to go on. And then anything that we are not prepared for, we just must know that God has us covered. He is there with us every step of the way, and He would not lead us or forsake us. So if He started us on a journey and He put that vision in our heart, He's there with us. So prepare as much as you can so you can cover your end of the bargain and lead the rest to God. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me for another Nay Nay moment. Sunday with Nay moment.